Akio Espeon! Hello everybody, welcome to a video that I am really excited about. I've actually been meaning to do this video for quite some time now, but then with the announcement of Generation 8, it really just lit a fire under me because I wanted to get this list out before Gen 8 really came out, and then hopefully, maybe next year sometime, do another list to see if it's changed at all with the release of Generation 8. So, without further ado, here are my top 10 favorite Pokemon. So, number 10 is going to go to one of the Generation 3 starters. Would you like to guess? Yes, you guys are 100% correct. It is Mudkip. So, Mudkip is just super cute. I absolutely have an affinity for water-type Pokemon, especially those that walk on all fours or just have legs in general. I don't know why, don't ask me about it. And Mudkip is absolutely my favorite one. Another thing is that I have hatched a laughable amount of Mudkip in Pokemon Go. I've hatched like 8 or 9. It doesn't seem like that much, but I don't play Pokemon Go that much. Like, I usually have at most 3 incubators going. I don't really play that much, so I don't hatch that many eggs, and it just feels like every other egg is a Mudkip. And I have this thing where I can't transfer Pokemon that I've hatched. I know, it's weird, also don't ask me about that. So just the fact that it's kind of become an inside joke with my friends who I play Pokemon Go with and makes me love Mudkip even more. So number 9 is going to go to Mew, which is actually the only legend on this list. I have a weird rule thing, I think I talked about it a little bit before, or I don't usually play through games with legendaries. I don't know why, I just don't. But I did break this rule for Mew, and I'm so happy I did. I've always thought Mew was super adorable, and getting to play with it in Let's Go was really fun. They really got its movements down, you know, it's so playful, it's like going around you, it's always in front of you. I think they really got its playful and adorable movements down, like, perfectly. And in addition, when I was catching Mewtwo in Let's Go Pikachu, my Mew was like the goodest boy and got the crit on Mewtwo to take it out when I wasn't sure if I was even going to beat Mewtwo. So that is another reason that Mew is definitely close to my heart. So number 8 is like, it's literally the most generic Pokemon I could put on here, and I'm honestly just a touch embarrassed that it's on here. But number 8 is going to go to the one and only, the sassiest Pikachu. So I've always loved Pikachu, but I fell in love with it during Let's Go. I play Let's Go Pikachu, so having Pikachu as my partner, like, its face is so emotive. I just adore it. I think it can be cute and it can be badass, and I love that. In addition, so this is kind of weird, but when I was little, you know, obviously I love Pikachu. And so I used to draw Pikachu and everything, and so my dad had the daddest joke that's ever dad joked. He used to say, "Why is it called Pinkachu if it's yellow? It should be called Yellowachu." And then, you know, I would laugh and scream, "It's not called Pinkachu, it's called Pikachu." But I did draw him when I was really little. I'm pretty sure I drew it in like bright pink highlighter. I drew him a Pikachu that was pink, and I gave it to him. I said, you know, here, now it's Pikachu, and he still uses it as a bookmark. I actually probably should have asked him to take a picture of it, but just the fact that, you know, that dad joke that my dad had still sticks with me, and he still says it. It's just kind of another reason that I love Pikachu, to be honest with you. Akio Pikachu. Sleepy Pikachu. But we're not finished yet. Akio Pikachu. Oh, here he comes. Captain Pikachu. No, you thought we're finished? Oh, absolutely not. Akio Pikachu. Oh. Substitute Pikachu, one of my favorites. Got him in Japan. Yeah, we're not done yet. Akio Pikachu. Mega Slowbro Pikachu. Very cute, very soft. And it would appear there is one more, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna Akio Pikachu. There we go. This is Okinawa Pikachu. Okay. So number 7 is going to go to Lycanroc Dusk. Akio Lycanroc. Here he is. Look how cute he is. So as you all, I'm sure, are painfully aware, I love wolves. So Lycanroc Dusk form is absolutely one of my favorite wolf-type Pokemon, probably my favorite wolf-type Pokemon, and is honestly my favorite part of playing through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I had a smile on my face ear to freaking ear when I would click that Z move and it would be like, chomp! I love that. I love that so much. And I also love the way his eyes would turn green to red when performing the Z move. Oh, it was just gorgeous. And so I'm not a huge fan of the orange color. I've never been a huge fan of the color orange, but I can get past it, and I do love his mohawk. Like, his mohawk is amazing. I love this little guy. Okay, you'll sit there and you will watch me. Alrighty, so number 6 is another water type starter. And you know how I said Mudkip was my favorite water type starter that walked on legs? Yeah, I lied to you. I lied to you. Because number 6 is actually Squirtle. Akio Squirtle. Look at this guy. I got him in Japan. He made the trip back with me. And so he's going to go here. I'm going to take y'all back to a video. It went viral. At least I would consider it a video that went viral. It's of a child. He has his face painted as a zombie. And picture it. He's at some sort of state fair. So the reporter gives him the mic and says, "All right," I don't remember what his name is. "All right, Jason, what's it like to be a zombie?" And he looks in the camera and he says, "I like turtles." And in high school, I don't know why my friends, that just became a huge joke between my friends and I. Like, I don't know, we thought it was the funniest freaking thing. And so, I mean, I've always liked turtles, but then just having that inside joke with my friends, really, and I have all these little, so people just started giving me a bunch of turtle stuff, so I have like all these little turtle figurines, which I adore. And in addition, when I was a kid, watching the anime, I thought that Squirtle was so cute with his little sunglasses, and I think Squirtle is another example of a Pokemon can be both cute and badass at the same time, much like Pikachu. And now that we're on number 6, let me stop you here. I'm not a Gen 1er. I swear, even though this list makes it seem like I'm a Gen 1er, I swear I'm not a Gen 1er. But I just think Squirtle's super cute. I think he's adorable. Alrighty, on to number 5. So number 5 is actually Salamence and Mega Salamence. I'm just gonna lump them both in together. So when I first saw Salamence, I really did not like the design. Yeah, it just did not resonate with me at all. But then I ended up using it in 2015 to win a PC, and ever since then, I've just loved it, honestly. Like, I've just loved it. Mence is one of those mons that's become a favorite through competitive use, so I do think that makes it pretty special. And the same thing happened when I saw Mega Mence. I was like, oh, that's such a bad looking Mega, and then I just kind of fell in love with it from using it in VGC. I also used it in 2016, loved it in 2016, and I'm sure I will be using it in Ultra. I also used it in 2017. Oh. Yeah, I also used it in 2017 as well. And whenever I use Mence, it just feels like I'm back with an old friend. I know that sounds weird, but that's honestly what it feels like. Alrighty, on to number 4. So number 4 is actually Absol. This is a little known fact, but my channel name comes partially from Absol. So Absol is like slightly wolf-like, I guess, and the lucky part, because people think Absol is unlucky. And that's partially why I identify with Absol, because it's thought to be unlucky, and my lucky day is Friday the 13th, and my lucky number has always been 13. Not to mention, I think Absol has one of the absolute sickest designs out there. Like, he has sick emo hair, he has a head blade, like, that's dope. He goes like, whatcha, with his head blade, and it's amazing. So that is one of the reasons Absol is at number 4 on my list. So before I say number 3, number 4 and number 3, so Absol and what's number 3, I hemmed and hawed over these two spaces for so long, and honestly, saying this now, I feel like Absol could easily be above my number 3, but this is how I have it listed, so there's one thing that really puts number 3 above Absol. Well, number 3 is Charizard and Mega Charizard Y. So my reason for liking Charizard is similar to Squirtle, but for Zard, like I just saw it as a kid and I thought it was so cool. I saw that Ash could ride his Charizard, and like I wanted to ride a Charizard. Then I saw Megazard Y, and I just thought it was awesome. I really, honestly, didn't like X very much when it first came out. I've grown to love it a little bit more, but I just love the jagged wings on Megazard Y. So I used to draw dragons as a kid, and I always drew them with uneven, like jagged wings like that. So to see it on a Pokemon, I was super excited. Plus, I really enjoyed playing with it in VGC 2019. Nope, 2018. I really enjoyed playing with it in 2018. So the reason that Charizard is above Absol is because I like Charizard's Mega so much more. There's just something about Absol's Mega. It feels overdone, maybe. There are parts of it I like the wings are kind of cool, but yeah, it just feels overdone to me. I think that's what it is. Charizard's one of my favorite shinies, definitely. Charizard and Mega Charizard Y are two of my favorite shinies. Alrighty, so on to number 2. So you probably can guess what number 2 and 1 are on this list. So a lot of this list, I feel like the Pokemon could change, the order could definitely change, but something catastrophic would have to happen for 1 and 2 to change. So 2 is going to be Arcanine. Like, what can I say about the goodest boy? Where I said Absol had one of my favorite designs, I think Arcanine's design is even better. It's fluffy and fearsome, and it's just the goodest boy. And so I grew up watching Princess Mononoke. It's actually my favorite movie of all time, and Arcanine always reminded me of Moro and her pups. So that made me love him even more. Like how San, rides the pups and everything, and then you see people riding Arcanine and it's fluffy. I don't know. It just really resonated with me, and I adore it. Number 1 should be a shock to nobody. So number 1 is Espeon. Y'all know. Like, I actually can't pinpoint why I love Espeon so much. Purple used to be my favorite color when I was little, but not anymore. So maybe my love for purple has just stuck with me. I love its design. I love its large ears, its furry cheeks. Plus, it's dainty at the same time. I think Espeon is one of the most feline out of all the evolutions. And even though like wolves/dogs are my favorite animal right now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. When I was a kid, I loved cats just as much. So I think I really gravitate towards its feline appearance. I feel like Espeon can be both badass and super cute, and that is perfection to me. I mentioned Pikachu and Squirtle like that as well. And so I think Espeon is like to me, is the perfect example of that. In addition, I love the idea that the gem on Espeon's head boosts its psychic powers that it gained to protect its trainer from harm. So like, I love the idea of that kind of loyalty. So obviously it has its like thin forked tail. It quivers and it can actually predict the opponent's moves. And I just think that's a really neat and useful special little ability. So I think that also adds to why I love Espeon so much. So that is going to do it for my top 10 favorite Pokemon. So I really wanted to get this list out for a while, and here it is. But what I love most is hearing other people's favorite Pokemon. So if you want to tell me your first favorite Pokemon, your top 10 Pokemon, your top 15 Pokemon, your top 5 Pokemon, please leave that in the description below. Like, I just love hearing from people because everybody's top 10s are so different. I dare you to find somebody who has this exact same order of the exact same top 10 Pokemon as you do. It's just, I just think it's like a nice little window into, somebody, which I really like. And I just feel like my list is so generic. I feel like my list is really generic, and there's some people out here who just have the coolest top 10. Like, they're like, I like Wimpog and Slowbro and Slacking, and like those are my favorite. I don't know. And please, if you want to, you don't have to. Please tell me the reasons behind why you love these Pokemon, because I think that's one of the reasons that make it so special. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I've selected none of that. I do hope that everybody is having an above average day.